Hello and welcome to the Granite Spotlight, a short, focused conversational series where I highlight entrepreneurs, coaches, and creators who are building meaningful work and choosing their lives intentionally. I'm Sean Bradbury, life coach, speaker, and founder of Grounded in Granite. Today, I am joined by Scott Fossler. Scott is the founder of Carbon-Based Leadership and a co-founder of Humanity Rebooted, with more than 35 years of experience helping leaders and organizations unlock and align human potential. His work as a talent strategist and coach is rooted in leadership development, talent management, and organizational change. Through his carbon-based learning model, Scott helps people better understand how to learn, grow, adapt, and perform at their best. Turning complex ideas into practical insights, Scott's work focuses on helping individuals and organizations create greater clarity, resilience, and sustainable performance in a rapidly changing world. Scott, welcome to the Granite Spotlight.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Well, I'm very happy to have you here, my friend. I did meet Scott through the Public Speaking Academy. We're just starting to get to know each other, so I'm looking forward to diving into this and learning more about him as well. So, Scott, if you could please share with us a brief overview of your story and the path that led you to creating what you're building today.
I'll spare your listeners the long form version of my story because I've been around for a while, as you mentioned, with my 35 years of experience. Here's the pivotal thing, and I think the portion that's most relevant. For the first 35 plus years of my professional working career, I was in the corporate environment. Um, Performing roles, building my expertise, working with different organizations in the space of leadership development, professional development, and executive coaching, change management, et cetera. The thing that kind of shifted my trajectory and is now the focus of my career was actually losing due to a restructuring, as many organizations are doing these days, losing my corporate role. My position was actually eliminated. And that gave me the opportunity to lean into doing my own thing, which was a dream of mine for many years. The carbon-based learning model that you referenced is an idea that's been percolating in my head throughout my professional career. Because I worked with executives and leaders on growth and development, I always, for me, tried to identify what is the way to think about that in a systematic, structured way. How do people actually grow and learn? What are the levers that help people maximize their potential? So it's an idea that's been cycling for like 20 plus years, but sometimes the universe gives you a little push to like take that to the next level. And I interpreted losing my corporate role as the opportunity to lean into bringing that idea to fruition. So I have just completed the first draft of my book, and am starting to lean into the authoring and speaking opportunities to share this idea with the world. So my journey is one of a shift uh, in direction, a change from corporate, more secure, being part of a team, to an individual entrepreneur trying to build a new business to share this idea with the world, becoming an author, becoming a speaker, and leaning into this entrepreneurial environment. So that's kind of the pivot and where I am in my journey right now.
That's amazing. And congratulations. I didn't realize you were writing a book. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I,
That is a journey also.
I love how you said the universe, sometimes have to give you that nudge. Not to get off topic, I am a little curious. If you hadn't lost your job, how long do you think it would have taken to actually maybe leave on your own and follow this dream of yours?
Um, probably at least another 5 to 7 years. I probably would have ridden when I joined my prior employer. I thought it was with the intention that I would retire there. So I probably would have stayed through retirement, probably another 5 to 7 years, keeping, making notes, scribbling ideas down, which is what I'd been doing for 20 something years, in all my corporate life, without ever fully dedicating the time, the mental energy, or the focus to make it more than a set of notes, to bring it together, to actually put it into a hopefully a well-written book format. So yeah, I think probably 5 to 7 years until I retired and then had the time to focus on it. So yeah, I chose to interpret losing that as the universe saying, "All right, Scott, you've been kicking this around long enough, and the world needs this, and here's your push."
I like that the world needs this. I think a lot of times we forget how powerful our message is and that the world actually does need the message. And we get kind of sidetracked with the day-to-day survival, being in the corporate world, the payments and everything. 5 more years to retirement. I'll do it after that. So I like the fact that the universe gave you that nudge, which seems to me that you are very grateful for. So
Well, it is a learning experience. The focus of the book is about learning, particularly how to learn more about how to build your life, to grow your potential, to live into your greatness. And this transition has been a great learning experience for me, leaning into new skills, leveraging them in new ways, and also just the practical realities of like starting a business and trying to figure out how to create new income streams. So there's a lot of learning that's going on right now in my personal journey. But that's kind of what the book is about. So I feel like I'm living what I'm also talking about. I'm kind of client zero for the idea.
no, that's great. And so I was going to ask you, who do you serve and what problem do you help them solve? I know you've already kind of um, dove into that a little bit, but is it men? Is it women? Is there a certain age frame you're going for?
Yeah, this is one of the things that I think I'm still learning and trying to evolve for myself. The idea is relevant to anybody because the core idea of the book and where I want to dedicate the rest of my life to is the idea that we are all carbon-based life forms, and that carbon itself, the structure of carbon, becomes a metaphor for how to live into your greatness and your potential. So anyone who is alive is someone who could benefit from an understanding of what makes up our potential and how do we develop it? How do we grow ourselves? How do we become more and lean into our potential? I think anybody could benefit from that. Uh, but that's pretty broad. So practically, I think the audience I'm trying to target is individuals who have a desire for more, who feel this passion that they're capable of doing more, that they want to do more, that they can make a bigger impact, they want to make a contribution. And this was, I think, true of me, who are sometimes overwhelmed or frustrated because they can see so many possibilities and they don't quite know where to begin. And they don't have a model or a framework for understanding the different levers that they can lean into to bring those dreams and the passion in their heart to life. So for me, the book is uh, to help people understand a framework, a roadmap, the architecture of success so they can build the future they want. So I think that a more nuanced answer is individuals who know they can do more, who want to make a bigger impact, but are frustrated because they don't quite know where to begin or what the roadmap looks like. Uh, and that's kind of my target audience.
Yeah, I think a roadmap, any kind of framework is extremely important because to your point, I think a lot of people do get lost. I have this dream, I have this vision. I don't know what to do with it. And I think having something like that is extremely important too. I love the fact that you talk about someone's greatness too. I think a lot of times we recognize other people's greatnesses, but we don't want to acknowledge our own greatness for whatever reason. And I think it's important that people do recognize that everyone has greatness in them, and then try to really pull that out. I think that's really amazing work that you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. My dream, my wish is that through the book, through things like trying to be on stages and sharing this message, both written and spoken, that I can help people realize that you are enough because you are. You
Mhm.
have been created by whether you say God or creator or the universe or nature, whatever your personal frame is on that, you are here. And that is enough. That is a reflection that you have that uh, capability within yourself to become more and to acknowledge who you are and that potential within, and to feel that energy and that excitement and that ability to go where you want to go, to make your life more. So that's really my dream, is that everybody sort of takes a moment to realize I am a part of that fabric of life. I am a carbon-based life form, and I'm part of the fabric of nature and the universe and life. And I can also live my life the way I want to. Um, because I think, especially now, in a world that's so dominated in the news by AI and technology and silicon-based life, that we need a reminder of the greatness of our carbon-based life. And so I hope, my dream is that people will sort of feel that spark, that energy, and tap into all that they have within themselves.
Yeah, and I can feel your heart and your passion coming through here. And I totally agree. And please listen to what he just said. You're enough. We are all enough. Okay. We all have value, and you need to recognize that value in yourself and realize that you have so much to give. So, Scott, I really want to thank you for participating today and sharing your message. I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you very much, Sean, for this opportunity and for what you're doing to kind of get the word out to people, uh, to give examples and insights into how we can all learn and grow and be more. Thank you for your work as well, and thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Well, I appreciate that very much. I think part of the reason I do this is because the world needs more. Um, there's enough going on in the world, distractions and things like that. We need to realize all of the amazing things that people do and just get that word out there. So,
Yeah,
once
couldn't
again,
agree more.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, if this conversation resonated with you today, please feel free to reach out to Scott and myself. You can also leave a comment or a question below. As always, thank you for joining us today. A life you want is built one choice at a time. Take care.